but they don't see you yet.
Lisa, can you say something that you can align the
Yeah,
microphone,
yeah,
but they are
yeah.
aligned. They should. Okay, that's something.
Hello,
But
hello. Yeah.
so in
Okay.
some seconds we are live, but in some seconds it's starting. And so, but say something. Yeah, we are
Yeah.
in line. Our microphones are in line, I think. Say again, no, something.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
I think you are more louder than me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there is somebody. Hi, Gabi. Beautiful. Hello. Welcome to the next session from the Self-Love Moments. But first of all, I will say something in German. Hallo, herzlich willkommen. Heute haben wir der nächste Interview wird auf Englisch sein, aber ich sage trotzdem einen Einführungssatz. Super, hier sind wir. Hallo, herzlich willkommen. Und zwar das Thema heute ist genug sein, genug haben und Fülle. Mit einem Gast auf Englisch und ich hoffe, ihr könnt es gut verstehen. Ich gebe mir Mühe, mein bestes Englisch zu reden und jetzt switche ich gleich auf Englisch. Super, ihr könnt mich hören. Wunderbar. Hello, welcome. Normally we are making these interviews in German. That's why I wanted to say some sentences in German. So we have today a magnificent topic, as I think, in these times with scarcity, with the corona, with the pandemic, with fears, maybe losing jobs and having the kids all the time at home with homeschooling and so on. I think it's a perfect topic to talk now about these fears and not feeling that we have maybe enough money, losing jobs. And I have today a really good expert for that, and that's Lisa. And wait a minute, I will bring you Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Welcome.
Hi, Schareska. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're here because that's one of your topics, enoughness, abundance, and of course, in this time, this can help me and other people talking about that. But
Absolutely.
maybe first of all, you can present yourself better than I can do that, I'm sure.
Sure, sure. Well, I just am so excited to be here with you, Schareska. I always love talking to you. We always have such a, creative conversation. So I'm happy that people can hear us today having a conversation about enoughness and prosperity. Yeah, I am a wealth and feminine leadership mentor, and I work with women who are building business to change the world. And for me, it's very important to help them have a relationship with money and prosperity so that nothing gets in the way of them being able to create a business and create even more impact in an area that they think is really important to change in the world. So that's what I do every day. And so talking about money and prosperity and wealth and the greater good for all, those are things that I love to talk about. So I'm excited to be here today with you. Yeah,
Beautiful.
because it's important times today to talk about these things.
Yeah, beautiful. And we work together already. You have beautiful and very powerful feminine power circle, and it is really powerful. And that's how we met. We work together, and I know how much power you can give other women.
Mm.
And
Thank you for saying that. I love working with you too. It's yeah,
thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you too. But yeah, and then I know what you can, what you say, what are your philosophy, and let's start. Let's dive in completely in the topics in this time with fears. As I said, maybe losing jobs, maybe not having enough money, not having time for ourselves with the kids at home, and so on. How
Yeah.
all these things affect us in terms of enoughness and prosperity.
Well, I think what tends to happen, um, we get into a sort of mental state of, oh, it's a sense of like scarcity and contraction, like, oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough connection with other people. And what happens is it starts to affect us by making us feel like we're stuck, where it sort of creates a sense of not being able to be creative, to see other possibilities, to see other, ways. We get really into this mindset of an energy that almost is sort of, I say it's sort of contracting and spiraling down. I don't know. I noticed that as well. When I get into this mindset of, oh, there's not enough. And I there's a metaphor that I use a lot. It's a metaphor of either of like a cup and a saucer. So I say that your energy and your whether or not you're taking care, you talk about self-love and self-care all the time. So when we're in a state of scarcity, it's as if we want to be in a full cup. We want to be in a cup actually where the cup is like flowing over, that we have so much, we feel so much love, and we feel so much energy. And when we shift into scarcity, it's as if the amount in that cup is really depleting, and we start to feel really drained, and it can affect our energy in a big way. So that's really, I don't know. How are you? Are you recognizing this? I know in these days I am.
Of course, in the
Yes.
one or the other way, it is like that, and the paradox, the thing is that actually, as you say, we need this creativity to get to new ideas, to new ways, what we can do if I'm as an entrepreneur, what other ways if my clients cannot work, like the cosmeticians, for example, what kind of other ways I can use. And then more than ever, I need my creativity, my good vibes, but we are, as you say, stuck in this, right?
Yeah. So it starts to pull us down, starts to cut us off from being able to be creative. Yeah, it's a really, really powerful way to say that. Exactly.
And
So
when we talk about enoughness, that you said,
yeah,
of course, we are very quickly, for me, for example, I'm coming to the topic not having enough money. But
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
when we are talking about enoughness, it means, as we said, it is a really big area. It's not only the money area there. And
No, yeah, no, it's not. It's not actually. A lot of when we talk about money, actually, it's not what we actually really want to experience when we talk about wanting to have more money. Actually, what we're talking about is we want to have an experience of prosperity. So let's just dive into that for a minute, okay? Because prosperity is actually it's something that we feel. It's an experience that we have. It's not about a bank balance by any, it's not about that. It's about feeling like you're connected to like a limitless supply. Like there's enough. There's plenty. There's plenty of energy. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of plenty of creativity, plenty of joy. That's the experience of enoughness. Okay. And so that's the first aspect of experiencing prosperity, is that there's a limitless supply. And then the second aspect is that of prosperity is that you want to feel like you have more than enough. It's a sensation when we're inside an experience of prosperity, is that cup, like I was mentioning before, like that cup is running over. Okay. So it's as if you have enough. You have more than enough to give. I have more than enough time to spend with my children. I have more than enough energy to do all my work. I have more than enough energy to, not only deal with my partner, but actually even be nice and fun and cheery and, I don't know, but, that you have more than enough to give. So, and I know, when we think about money, money is not always connected to the experience of prosperity. Okay, so I know, for example, I know loads of people who have a lot of money, but they are actually in a financial state of scarcity. Because there's not enough money. Let's just say they have a lot of expenses, so there's actually not enough money to pay their bills. And then I also know a lot of people who live who have much more simpler means, and they're living in a beautiful state of having more than enough. So it's the concept of prosperity and enoughness. They're really they're very separated from money. They're important. There is an important connection, but it's actually really it's important to understand that an experience of prosperity and enoughness can be created separate from and separate from the amount of money that you have on your bank account. And it's important to really understand that distinction.
It is a reflection actually of something inside of us, of course,
Yes,
as we know.
beautiful.
As
Yes, as we know. Absolutely.
And if I'm talking all the time, I don't have enough, whatever, then
Yeah.
I have this feeling I'm enough, I'm not enough for whatever it is.
Yes, exactly. I mean, basically, when you're consistently in a mindset of there's not enough this, there's not enough time, there's not enough this. Basically, you're continuously repeating the story to yourself. There's not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough to be able to create a situation where I can create more. Oh, and that's really, I mean, that really does something to your sense of identity, to your sense of power, to your sense of creative power. So when you keep repeating yourself, there's not enough, you're basically saying, I'm powerless to be a creator in my life, which is pretty heavy. But it's important to understand. I mean, we're repeating this back to ourselves all the time.
Of course, and that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to talk with you, because this relation, if we are seeing outside, is we don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
There is more than enough. Then it's a certain topic that we can talk.
Yes.
This culture of all the time trying to have more and more and more. But it's another topic. The thing is, if we are in this outside, we don't have enough. As you say, internally, we are saying,
yeah,
I'm not able to do that, or not powerful enough, or I'm not enough. And that's the radical shift that we need more in these times more than ever.
Right? Absolutely. To connect to our power, to connect back to our sense of there is enough, I am enough. And when you can stand in that place of I am enough, then you can tap back into the creativity. Then you can tap back into the
that we need
the resilience, right?
Yeah. But okay, then we get it. The thing is how we feel more that we are enough.
How do we feel it? Okay, so why don't we? Well, there is one thing that I really think that's important to distinguish. I was going to say let's dive into the meditation right now, but there is one thing that I really want to underscore before we do that, okay? Because it goes back to this connection between prosperity and money and a limitless supply, okay? Because when we talk about, because I talk also a lot about wealth, right? Money and wanting to create more money and creating more wealth. So and we've talked about this, and I remember you going, the Latin root, the Old English version of the word wealth actually stems from the word wheel, which originally means well-being. Mm-hmm. Okay, so and I know you have a lot of women who are listening, right? So I think this is important to underscore, because there's been a lot of research around gender and our drivers for the differences in men and women, and our drivers for creating more financial wealth. And what's been shown is that men tend to want to create more wealth, being driven by status and how it's going to look. But women have a tendency to be driven by the original intention of wealth, which is to create more well-being, okay? To create more well-being for ourselves, for our family, for maybe our extended family or community, and also be able to be more contributing to the greater well-being of the world. So there's this idea that, and what I would like to have is a reframe, so to speak, around why it is that we want to create more financial wealth. It's because we want to create more well-being. It's not just about the money. So that leads back, and that really feeds back into the connection between the well-being that we're longing for and the experience of prosperity and enoughness. It's the feeling that we're after. So, and this is why, I'm explaining this because this is why when we're in that place of connection to the energy of prosperity and enoughness, it will affect our ability to be able to create more money. So I want to kind of link that back up. This is why, you know, when I'm working with women who are building a business, and I mean, you know, right now, everyone in their business in terms of Corona, you know, there's a lot of scarcity mindset going on. So this meditation that I want to invite everybody into today is a really powerful experience to really continuously practice and go back to, because it will help you root in that sense of having a full cup. Mm-hmm. That you can draw your creativity, draw your resilience, draw your grit, to be able to connect to all of your power, all of your inner resources, to be able to
that's wonderful.
Just to get through the day at least, yeah. And then to be able to create an experience of more. So I just wanted to link that up before we go into the meditation.
You wanted to make the meditation. Of course, we all are having exercises in the self-love show, and you say, okay, I will do this experience meditation, which is great because, as you said, it is a thing of the feelings that we are having in the moment.
Yes, absolutely.
We can shift our feelings very quickly and
yes, we can.
Way.
Yes, we can, and when we do that, we can really access, you know, what we talk about also in the power circle. We talk about being able to access more resources, access more financial resources, access more creativity, access more power. That's what we're really seeking when we talk about seeking wealth. So let's do
the meditation and then talk again, because I have some other topics, topics regarding enoughness that I want to talk with you. But it's of course beautiful.
Yeah.
So I will close also my eyes. You will make the meditation for us, this experience, and then enjoy this meditation now.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to invite everyone. It will probably be a meditation for about 5 minutes. All right. So just if you're someplace and it is safe, you know, if you're just take a deep breath, close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a very slow, deep breath, inviting you to just give yourself permission to let go of everything that you have been thinking about and busy with today. Just let that all go and give yourself permission to be here and have an experience for yourself at this moment. Feeling the chair or the floor underneath you. Really becoming present in your body. Using your breath to connect to your heart. Down through your belly. And down through your hips. And all the way down through your legs. And through the soles of your feet into the earth. Just give yourself the experience of being fully present in your body to the extent that you can, knowing that Everything you experience during this meditation is good. Just be curious and open. It's an invitation. It's just inviting you to expand your awareness now beyond your body, extending it outward into the energy of the room that you're in. Feeling a field of energy and support, universal field, spiritual energy, maybe whatever you may call the field that connects us all. Feel connected to this limitless supply of abundance, love, limitless supply of creative ideas, resilience, powers. Feel all of that around you. Inviting you to let that settle into an experience within your body. That you are connected to this limitless supply. Here in this present moment, that you are enough, that you have enough, that you can access enough. I'd like to invite you from here, from this grounded place within yourself, invite you to imagine that you're creating a vision board in your mind. I invite you to imagine that you can see images of all of the extraordinary and wonderful things that you have already in your life. Just putting up on your vision board the love that you already have in your life with family, friends, loved ones. Just imagine also on your vision board that you're putting up there all of the wealth that you already have access to in your life. The place that you live, which is so much greater than the majority of the people in the world today. The possessions that you have that mean a lot to you. So much more abundance than the majority of the people on the planet. The opportunities and the freedoms that you experience and enjoy wherever you are. And see if you can connect to the things in your life that you are most grateful for, and the dreams that have come true already. See if you can imagine and put 3 of these things at least up on your vision board. Things that you have already manifested and created in your life already. And bringing all of these things together on the board and really taking it all in through your eyes, through your senses, really feeling everything through your whole body. All of the experiences and the wonder and the gratitude as you look at the amazing things that you have put up on your board. Just imagine, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in. Just let yourself be filled up, your whole body be filled up with this experience right now of having enough, having an overflowing cup, of having a limitless supply. Where you can know that you are enough, and you can know that your very existence is enough. It's more than enough. For you to partake in the endless bounty and blessings of life. Knowing that there is enough on this planet, there are enough resources, there is enough success, there's enough love, there's enough opportunity. With every breath that you're taking, allowing yourself to feel this enoughness in any of the places within yourself that you feel an experience of lack. Allow yourself to have these spaces filled and come into a feeling of wholeness and completion. Allowing this sense and this feeling right now of being enough and having enough, letting it fill every cell of your body. From this place opening up and noticing your deepest desires, connecting with them. Feeling and knowing that from this place, this full cup, this fullness, enoughness, that you can access the creativity and the resources to create more of whatever it is that you may need now and at any time moving forward. Just coming to the end now and really allowing this sense of wholeness and completion and enoughness to stay with you, and inviting you to anchor it into your body, to take it with you today, and knowing that you can come back to this place anytime you choose. And for that, we are grateful. And so it is, and so it shall be.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. Just allowing that energy to just fill. Yeah.
Oh, so nice. If you allow me, I will put this meditation I have on my website, actually other meditations, and now I had the idea I can put this meditation also there, only the meditation.
You are more than welcome. I would be grateful for everyone to have an opportunity to listen to it or re-listen to it anytime they like.
Beautiful. I will
Mm.
remember or say something there that it's
Mm.
hard, and it is, as you say, this feeling and repeating and having this feeling more every day, and it's possible, if it's possible, more than several times in the day. And
Yes.
my clients know that you talk about gratitude, what are
Yeah.
you grateful for, and that's the reflection of the cream. And that's why it's more so important for me. So if you are using the skincare product, go in these feelings that you had now in this meditation, and every time, because when you repeat it, then it's coming more and more in deep in us. That's
Exactly. And that's why, and when you repeat it, when you think it, and you experience the feeling in your body, wow, that just creates a sense of power through your whole system.
yeah.
Yay.
That's
What I'm,
the link that remember, so to do it really every day.
yeah, I know. I love your products. Schareska knows I'm a devout fan, and every time I'm taking the cream and I'm
Thank you.
really connecting to this while I put it on my face. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful practice.
Thank you. And
It
that's
is.
the idea. Thank you for
Yes.
meditation. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I am so in deep, and
Yeah.
that's it, right? Actually, to go all the time
Yeah.
is to go away from the fear, from the scarcity,
Yes.
and to have more enough. The only thing that I
Exactly.
wanted to talk with you, no,
Mhm.
it's not the only thing. One topic more is, you talk about enoughness has a lot of, with this mindset to do, from that we, or not have to do with that. It is, if I have more and more, for example, more money, then
Mhm.
this is, sometimes in our culture is this mindset from having more, I'm better, I'm enough, more enough, or whatever. But
Oh
it's
yeah.
actually not the way how to achieve that. It's more in this sufficient, that it's sufficient what we have already, and seeing that. Can you explain, say, I know that you understand what I want to say, right?
Yes, and I sense, I know everybody's probably still half in the energy of the meditation. So just grounding that. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
I think what's really interesting is that no, but when you're talking about, we're talking about desire for more. Okay, so we get into this this default mode, and unfortunately, it's the culture that we swim in. It's the water that we swim in every day. That we're told that we should want to have more of this, more of that, or whatever. And these are all messages that are coming from outside of us, actually. All the commercial messaging. I mean, come on, we all just went through, just timestamp this interview. I mean, yesterday was Black Friday. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but the whole world is telling me I need to have more of whatever it is that they want to sell for a discount. So what I want to say is that if we really connect, so for example, while we're really connected to this sense of enoughness, just ask yourself, what is it that you really desire to create more of? Connecting to your desire. Maybe you desire to have more time with your family. Maybe you desire to have a nice experience on vacation with your family. Maybe you desire to have, or with Corona, the vacation idea might have to be closer to home, but maybe you desire to have, what is something that, let's bring it home. What is it, something that you desire to have more of, Schareska? From this place of abundance, it's really coming from within you.
To have time for myself, actually.
More time for yourself. More time for yourself, more rest time, more time. These are the things that we desire to create and to experience. And when we really connect to what we really desire, and we can say, okay, and sometimes these things there might be, you might say, oh, and I'd like to have the money to be able to allow myself to have more time for myself. That's a desire. That's where you start to link the desire for money, the desire to create money that comes from inside out. As opposed to, and when you can align why you want money with your inner desires as the driving, let's just say the driver, you're talking about creating more well-being. Remember, we can circle back to what we were talking about before. This is the sense that we want to have a sense of well-being for yourself and for your family. This is coming from the inside out. Do you feel the difference in that? As opposed to, just sticking a marker in the sand and saying, yeah, I'm going to set a money goal of, I want to be able to have more money so that I can, I want to have $10,000 for a vacation. What is it that you actually really want? You want to be, what is it that you actually really desire? Your desires come from inside of you, inside your heart, inside your soul. When you can really feel into those, that can be a very powerful driver for creating more, because it's coming from inside, as opposed to an external something that you think that you should want, so to speak. Do you feel the distinction I'm trying to make? And this is an important distinction, because if you just set external goals, it cuts off the intrinsic power to actually create the goal. It starts to become really, it becomes all mental. It's like, you start pushing and proving to make sure that you reach that goal. But when you've got the real energetic, emotional connection to the experience that you want to have, why you want that money, it will make it a whole lot easier to create it. This is one of
the desire. And I will say, I don't know if this is always the same, but if you are not connected with this desire, you will not reach these goals also.
Well, you might, unfortunately, I know a lot of people who build business. Let's go back to the business, because I work with a lot of people, I work with women who are building business, right? Mm-hmm. And they, and I can name lots of examples of people who have built business that is very, very outside of themselves. right? They've set, they've got these big, they're hitting these money goals, and they're earning a lot of money. But I would question whether it's really giving them a sense of joy and fulfillment, and whether or not earning that money is actually hard work.
Okay.
Because there's a very big distinction. It's because when it's outside, when you're aligned with your inner desire, then you can really connect. Especially for women, we can really connect to our inner guidance, to our inner intuition, to our inner knowing of what we need to do to build our business or to take the next steps to really create the money that we want to create. And it makes the process of building business and creating money so much easier. So much easier.
Easier and much fun, and because much fun because we know we hear what we hear to ourselves, we stand more to ourselves.
Yes.
Actually what the fulfillment is. But it's
exactly
a beautiful explanation about this desire, and we talk a little bit about it before the interview, and this is some of the distinctions from masculine and feminine ways to go in this kind of goals, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just naming, it's very, when especially as women, when we really lean into and appreciate and respect our superpowers. I mean, one of our superpowers is to be able to really connect deeply within our bodies to our desire and our intuition and our sense of knowing and sensing what is the thing that is right for us to do next. That's a very powerful quality. Let's just say it's a feminine quality. It's not necessarily only, men have a similar quality. Men can have the similar quality, but it's really one of our feminine superpowers. Mm-hmm. So when we can connect to that, that makes a very big difference. And when we, and like I was mentioning before, that if you can, when you really practice and lean into that in terms of how you're creating anything, creating money, creating connection with your family, when you're, whatever it is you want to create, when you can lean into that, that's going to open up a whole lot more possibility, and then when you and in business also, you have the structured you need the structured masculine in terms of masculine qualities, not male qualities per se, but masculine qualities of, when you set a money goal, you say, okay, so let's break that down. Let's break that down into pieces. Let's create a plan. Let's create a path. But so I always talk about, allowing your feminine intuition and your desires inform what it is you want to create, and then letting the masculine aspects of planning and structure and support, whatever, letting that support you, as opposed to just leading with the masculine and just sticking a stake in the ground and saying, oh yeah, that's what I want. That's all external. It's very external.
That's so powerful. That's so powerful. But because this is really combining both and honoring our intuition as women. And I think every woman can understand that and know how powerful is this intuition. As you say, this superpower. I love the
superpowers.
Superpower intuition.
Absolutely. I mean, we could have another whole conversation about feminine superpowers. That would be fun to do sometimes, Schareska.
Yes, it will. It will be. Of course. But actually, it's something else that you want to say, because I'm feeling now it's so I'm so.
We have covered a lot of ground. Yeah.
Enough. The meditation was really nice. It sticks something, this desire, what you say about this desire and well-being and our superpower intuition. Actually, we can go very grateful with all these powers that we have. We have only to trust more in that, right?
And to trust and to build trust. Building trust. As you practiced this more. Mm-hmm. When you practice more, it helps you develop trust. When you practice this enoughness meditation, it will help you trust in the knowing that you can access this feeling of enoughness and prosperity whenever you need it. It's a practice. So I'm very grateful that you're going to put this on your website or on your website and make it available, because it's a practice. It's not something we can do just once and think, oh, I know how to do this. No, I have. It's a practice that I commit to, and sometimes I fall off the wagon, and then I end up in scarcity and have to pull myself back into the practice. But that's life. That's human nature. It's okay.
That's important also to say. That's
Yeah.
life. That's compassion, self-compassion. We are only
Absolutely.
humans. We are only
Absolutely.
humans making
So
mistakes and practicing and so on.
yeah. So yeah, really, and and this is just a really valuable resource for everyone in the, with Corona, and especially with the holidays coming, and
Yeah.
with all of the
With homeschool, we are here in Germany.
homeschooling with the kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
But tell
I'm
Lisa,
grateful.
tell me
Yeah.
tell a little bit before we finish.
Mhm.
How people who want to experience more with can
Sure.
work with with you, what you are offering. So
Oh, wow. Thank you. Sure. I would love to. These are things that I talk about a lot. I'm talking about wealth creation, feminine, the different, feminine power, using our feminine superpowers, especially when we're building business and creating wealth. So, wealth that's coming from the inside to sustain us and to sustain the greater good for all. So I talk about these things all the time. And anyone that wants to can follow me I have a pretty active Facebook page. You can follow me there. It's Lisa Peek. You can find me easily. You can also check out my website. It's lisapeek.com. And yeah, I work with women through individual coaching. I work with them on building their business, and especially women who are at the point where they're really ready to scale and start creating even more impact and amazing things in the world. So yeah, that would be my recommendations for if you want to learn more. I have lots of resources on my Facebook page already, and there's lots
I can
coming.
I can only
Lots
recommend
coming.
go to the Facebook page from Lisa, and you can post a comment after the interview so that everybody has the link directly to her.
Yes.
And who want to learn more, I have learned a lot from you, and I can
Yeah.
recommend that. And
Yes.
thank you very much for this meditation and the whole feeling. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, Schareska. It's been a wonderful way to spend the afternoon, and I really appreciate it. And I'm really, I always say I'm really a stand. I really am taking a stand for helping women to experience prosperity and enoughness and wealth in their life so that they can create more well-being for the greater good of all. So
I know.
you've given me the opportunity to be able to do that a little bit today, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. And for
You're
all
welcome.
that you do for helping women to love
It's
themselves
always a
every
pleasure.
day.
It's always a pleasure, and we will maybe next year, we in the middle of the year, we can find another topic because it was really very only fun. Thank you very
Yay.
much,
It
Lisa.
was fun. Okay. Thank you. Bye for now,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Thank
And if
you.
you have questions, the last thing, if you have questions or comments, please write it under the video and tag us, and we will see and we will respond your questions or comments. Thank you.
Great.
Bye bye. Wait a minute.